In this section, we're going to learn how to play a blues lick. Our lick goes like this. Tons of fun. This is also a turnaround lick, which means we can play this over the final 2 bars of a 12-bar blues. We're going to be in the key of G. I'll start off with a G power chord or a G5 chord. I'm forming this chord by playing 3rd fret of the low E string. The A string is muted by lightly touching that with my middle finger. Then I'm going to play the open D string, the open G string, 3rd fret on the top 2 strings. Now I'm going to slide into the 3rd fret of the D string, play 3 on the high E, back to 3 on the D string. So here's what we've done so far. Now I'm playing the 3rd fret of the high E string with my 4th finger, and that's going to stay there. The next 3 notes are 2 on the D string, 3 on the high E, back to 2 on the D string. So we're descending on the D string. The next 3 notes will be the 1st fret of the D string, 3rd fret of the high E string, back to the 1st fret of the D string. Then I'll play the D string open. So here's what we've done so far. Now we're going to slide into the 4th fret of the G string before playing 3 on the B string. Now we'll play the note D, 5th fret of the A string. So those 3 notes together. And then we'll end with that G5 chord, the first chord that we started with. So if we put all of that together, here's what we've just done. 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a. Another way to play this would be to use the middle finger to play on the high E string. Sometimes that can be a little easier. It can be difficult to skip strings with the pick. So if I use the pick on the D string and the middle finger on the high E string, here's how the lick would sound. Well, actually it'll sound the same. Here's how it would look. You can focus in on what my right hand is doing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll play that once again. Every time I play on the high E string, I'm using my middle finger. Otherwise, I'm using the pick. 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a. Now we're going to learn one more turnaround lick in the key of G. I'll play through it and then we'll break it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Similar to the previous lick, but not exactly the same. We'll start out with our G5 chord. Now I'm going to play 7 on the G, 7 on the high E, back to 7 on the G string. And here I'm going to use the middle finger on the top string. Following these 3 notes, we'll move back 1 fret, play 6 G, 6 high E, back to 6 G. Move down 1 more fret, 5 G, 5 high E, back to 5 G. Now I'll play 4 on the G along with 3 on the high E. And the last 3 notes will be the same as the last 3 notes of the first lick. We'll slide into the 4th fret of the G string, grab 3 on the B, before playing 5 on the A string. And then we can end the whole thing with that G5 chord again. Okay, let's put all that together. A 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a. All right, so there's a couple of blues licks for you.